So question, when you looked at their names, did it say that they were online?
No, it shows them as offline.
Let the follow you back for you to see them online.
Are we doing that?
No, you don't have to follow them back.
Really?
How did you find them? How did you find them if they're offline?
Yeah, we can always try and do an alliance ourselves. There's a few of us. We could do that.
We like server hop.
Yeah, like we server hop, we all start a boat, and then we just kill ourselves. And, you know, like there's what, 6 of us in here? 5, 6, 5, I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like it might be a better bet for communications.
Would it just be so convenient if those guys did it since they're already in the server?
Yeah.
Just let them up here.
Or maybe 2 people can stay here, and like, that's how many people are we counting that? Without counting them,
Trying
there's
to
5
find
of
so many
us.
servers, like, if our server's full right now, you'll have to get in, and we don't know how many votes are on the server.
Yeah, but I believe, well, I'm not sure on how this works, but I believe that if 6 people all try to like start a new server, I feel like it should just put them all together, you know what I mean?
Either that or you just have a higher chance all you need is 2 people to get in the same server. If you all just throw up Reaper's flags immediately, and if 2 of you end up in the same server, then you all join those people's games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because if these guys are, if you say these guys are not in the alliance, they're not following us, that's pretty much done before anyways. Unless they talk. Yeah. So at this point, if they're not following us, I'd say it's over. But like I said, like screw you guys. Well, one of you guys can stay with this shit if you guys want, and then we can come and do it. You know what I mean?
I just don't know if it's gonna be possible to even get in the server with this ship, so it's like,
It could take forever. You're spending real much of your time trying to get in the same server and play the game.
No, I agree, but not a lot of people might be on at this time of the night.
It's just out of safety because you're already doing it. So remove them from the party since you're not willing to speak out.
Time for you to run away!
So what?
Remove them from the party so they don't speak back. Because they could just come, since I'm not talking back, they could come over and just screw you over and just take everything.
But we don't have nothing. Literally, like we're just doing stuff for the events. Like we're not getting chests or anything. We're doing like. Have you seen the Sea of Thieves event page?
Nope, I haven't signed on to the page.
So they're giving out cosmetics, and it just says to do like, you know, drink in the tavern with another crew, let another crew cash in your chest of legends, just stuff like that. So we're not doing anything that we actually care about, you know, like just little like tasks to get the cosmetics that they're giving out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so what's amazing speaking, there's nothing that they could screw us over for, really.
also we want them to steal chest as part of the one of the summer events is them stealing the chest, so if they give over focus server, that's actually exactly what we want. As long as we pick it up first.
Yeah.
I also sent them a message to tell them where we are, but
Fuck.
it's going to be communicating at all.
No big deal. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
I can also send you a message if one of us log off.
Yeah, just let me know. I'll be around.
For sure.
It's time to disappear.
No, they left.
I'm not sure what's going on with those guys. Maybe they just don't have sound.
I have no idea.
Or they don't speak English or Spanish.
Scorchia!
Okay, I'm blowing him up. Joe, can you hear me?
My crew have been
I
dying to
revived.
meet you.
I need food and ammo.
It's time to disappear.
Damn, we were so close to getting like a multiple boat alliance with friends.
Yeah, man.
Oh well. Maybe we'll find another crew that is more into it.
Taught me this one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gotta be crews that are working on it.
But I'm
If we pass by a storm, I still need to sell with the lights off. I'm gonna do something at Plunder Valley for the other one.
For sure. We passed by him, man.
pushed too
Yeah.
hard.
If not,
Although,
it's
to
like
be honest,
service.
the headstock is kind of a little...
I just need a
No,
moment.
no, I kind of wanted so that when it's added style, you know, like, a year later, it can be like, oh yeah, I have this.
I just want to get the Droid Sailor thing. I feel like
Is
no
that
one can.
one? That
It's
part
part
of
of the
the
summer event. Pretty much every summer event thing, there's like, if you beat 4 of them, you get a title for it. Like each group of 4 gives you a different title. And one of them that are all alcohol related and rock related.
Oh, shit.
gives you one for the Drunken Sailor. But it's like,
Gotcha.
I think it's one of the harder ones to get. So like, not a lot of people are going to get it, and then once it's over, you can't get it anymore. So I want to get that title so I can rock it. Have a rare title.
Oh, he's about to die, yo. He's in this asteroid shit. He's about to die.
Those things.
Time for you to run away.
Oh, you got me.
The dead are mine to command.
You want to heal like immediately? Heal him.
You know this? You heard this song just playing in the background?
Yeah.
It reminds me of Seven Nation Army.
Say it reminds me of the
Dun,
Dana.
dun, 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 you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a good riff.
It's a catchy riff, but debatable. It's catchy, but
It's one of the most iconic riffs. Like, trust me, I'm not a fan of Jack White or the White Stripes. Like, I think he's a very obnoxious singer, but like that's one of the most identifiable riffs of like all of 2000s rock. So like,
Dying to meet
taste aside, like, it's
yeah,
pretty big
yeah,
accomplishment.
that part.
Let the ground tremble.
Yeah,
Simple
there's
shit
a
is
weird
also like,
skeleton on this tree with like a sword through it. It's pretty weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I also think like simple shit is what gets remembered the longest.
Right.
I always hear people say they're like, want to talk about riffs that last the longest, like, I think it's Beethoven. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. It's like one of the most famous riffs of all time, and it's like just a couple notes.
Right.
That shit's been around for hundreds of years. Oh
It's
no, I'm
so
gonna die!
hard, man. It's like I get
Tight
one
riser.
or two hits on him and then I fucking die. Man.
I have no food to use this.
Bring out the big gun. Arise. I can see you.
Oh man, I forgot something in my car. I got a new sticky pen because like my pod died. That like the little like it was just, I think I told you it was just tasting like fucking ashy, like fucking burns and shit. Like I think the coil burnt out. Yeah, and my gummies, I was down to my last gummy.
Gotta re-up.
Yeah, so I was doing food deliveries today, and for like a whole 40 minutes they didn't send me any requests, and I just like, I was on the street, and I've been on the street, but I didn't really remember because it's not my area. I didn't remember that there's a Medman there, so I was like, oh shit, it's Medman, I might as well go restock.
Nice.
I was only gonna get the gummies because honestly, I enjoy the gummies more than the fucking pen and shit because I cough and I have baby lungs, you know? But the pen was only like 25 bucks and I do have a cartridge, so it'd be kind of a waste if I just throw away the cartridge, you know?
Yeah. Who do you drive for?
Like Grubhub, DoorDash.
You just do all of them?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, Grubhub was like, I was so mad at Grubhub today because yesterday the first order I did was a $20 order. And then they stacked the second order, which was like an actual 10, 15 bucks. So like in my first 30 minutes yesterday, I already had like 30 bucks, which is a big help. Today I was getting a bunch of like $9 orders. And then I feel like when you reject the money, because I honestly, like, since they tell you how much you make before you accept it, I don't take, like, the $9 are the minimum. But when that's like the minimum you make.
Someone's getting
But,
freaking Starbucks coffee or some shit.
Yeah. Dude, something else that fucked me up was I waited 30 minutes at a fucking restaurant for pizza. And when I got there at 6, they were like, it's gonna be ready in 15 minutes. And then bam, it wasn't ready until like 30 minutes later. And that was for a $9 order. So I'm like, fuck, if I wouldn't know they were gonna take this long, I would have just canceled this one and gotten to a different restaurant. Something I kind of do sometimes when it looks like they're behind.
People tip pretty well these days.
Like I said, today, well, on Grubhub, I wasn't getting the tips. But then when like they weren't sending me orders, I was like, fuck it, I'm just turning DoorDash on. And I swear it's like they have a mic and they can hear what the fuck you say because you know, I was with my friend and she was like riding along with me. And every time I said, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna like turn on DoorDash, I'm gonna turn on DoorDash. Suddenly, small orders, so they were like baiting me to go back to it. Like technically usually prefer Grubhub to DoorDash, but then I got DoorDash. Fuck Grubhub, I'm just gonna do DoorDash. And DoorDash doesn't tell you exactly how much you're gonna make sometimes. Like sometimes it'll tell you, oh, $11.50, but it tells you, oh, the tip might be higher. So like after tip, you might make more. So on these
You can tip before, right? Like as a user, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of bullshit they don't tell you.
Yeah, they do it so that people don't cherry pick the $30 tips and stuff like that, you know?
Makes sense.
So in a way, that's kind of good. But
See, I've only been using DoorDash, but I tip pretty darn well.
yeah, so the 2 DoorDash orders I did, I got one from a pizza place, and then right when I got that one, when I got back to my car, I got another order from that. And the lady was like, oh yeah, it's only like 10 more minutes for that one if you want to wait. So they were both going to the same area, so I was like, fuck yeah, I want to wait 10 minutes and take 2 orders at once. Both of those orders, one of them tipped 12 bucks and one of them tipped 16 bucks. So just in those 2 orders, I literally had like 40 bucks right there. So those 2 really like helped me make out my better day, you know?
Yeah.
And then vice versa, the next 2 orders I did, it was a stacked order. It was like 2 restaurants that were across the street from each other. And in that case, it said, oh, like $7, $7.50. And in that case, the $7 order didn't even tip. They had ordered some alcohol. They didn't even tip. Or, well, it's yeah. It's on DoorDash.
Yeah, I've gotten alcohol through DoorDash. It's not worth it.
$0 tip. But then it did say that they are able to update the tip later on, so who knows.
I feel like the only reason you do that is if you're too drunk to like get into a place and buy alcohol.
Right. No, but
Almost
technically, according to the law, we're not supposed to give them the alcohol if they already get too intoxicated.
Nobody's gonna follow that shit.
Yeah, you know, when you're fucking
Money's money.
Yeah, you just want to fucking get on with the next order. You don't want to fucking be over here like, yo, I can't give this shit to you.
And then you probably gotta do some like waiver thing through the fucker, like do a ticket to say that like, I don't know, that whole thing just sounds like a nightmare.
And it's not like you can drink it yourself because one, you're on the job, and 2, like if you save it for home, if the ice is gonna fucking water down. Unless they order like a fucking bottle.
Yeah, the place I ordered from, they just gave you the bottle.
Right. And then when I got to that fucking restaurant, like for the drinks, the guy, like I told the guy, hey, I'm drinking for this person. And the guy comes to me like if I care. He's like, yo, give me a second, give me like a hog number because, you know, technically with us, if they order drinks, they have to order food. And this person didn't order food. So the guy was like, oh, we're gonna give it to you regardless, but I'm gonna talk if he's gonna order food, but they didn't answer. And at that point, I'm like, well, fuck, if he orders food, I'm just gonna cancel this shit because I'm not gonna wait for it to be ready, you know?
Yeah.
So I told the guy, I was like, okay, well, I have another order to across the street, so I'll be back while you guys get that shit fixed. So I did, and then fucking I came back, and the bartender just looked at me. He knew I was like there to pick that up. He just looked at me. He didn't say shit. So I saw like they were just there. They didn't even talk to me. I was like, yo, I'm back, you know. So I saw the guy on the fucking computer, and I was like, yo, so what's up? Did you guys make the order or not? And then he tells the bartender, hey, give him the order, and it was already fucking ready. So I'm like, what? They just had me fucking standing around. What the fuck? But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start working again, man, because unemployment's only giving like 200 bucks now. Did we get the skull, by the way?
Yeah, put it under the, or right next to the wheel.
Okay.
I'll bring our boat closer to you so we can start putting stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm normally pretty shitty tipper, but anytime I get tipped during pandemic, I tip at least 20%. It's like, if you're not willing to go get that shit yourself in the middle of a pandemic, that's kind of fucked up. You gotta tip
Yeah.
people.
See, the thing about me is whenever, like, there's days when I don't feel like going out, and then, like, say, recently, I was checking up the prices for, like, this. So my order alone was 18 bucks. So imagine if I had to pay 18 bucks for a burger and some cheese fries alone, and I think I ordered a drink as well,
Yeah.
like a canned soda. I'm like, honestly, like, this place is like 5 minutes away. I'm not gonna pay fucking 26 bucks just so someone could deliver. I'll just fucking go pick it up myself, and I'll stop being lazy.
I mean, takeout's the way to go. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you are gonna be lazy, you might as well fucking tip the people for it, because it's a dick move to make them go do that shit without a tip.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's situations when I wouldn't mind. Say, if the restaurant's on time, and I'll give you an example. Like, you know how I said yesterday there was a order, for example, the order that held me back, and it was only like a $9 order. Like, I'd rather totally do like a, for example, there's no such thing as a $5 order no more, but I honestly rather do a $5 fast food order because it's fast food and it's gonna be ready, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to wait for them to prep it and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I could do like 3 fast food orders in the same amount of time that I'm waiting on this one $9 order.
Who's fucking like Grubhubbing fast food though? That just seems like get that shit yourself.
Yeah. Well, you know, when people are high, it's better. They don't
Yeah, that's
fucking
true. So they're
drive.
not driving their car.
Yeah. Or like when you get the munchies and shit, like yeah, you might not be thinking to go out. Or the thing is, you know, remember I'm in LA, so a lot of people don't want to go out just to avoid the parking struggles.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really an issue for fast food though.
Should I put it on the dock?
I'm coming over at the boat so we can start
Okay.
bringing stuff to the shore.
I mean, there's people who live in like, let's say people have like 2 cars and they only have a one car, one car parking spot.
Yeah, so they don't even want to lose their parking spot. Honestly,
Yeah.
I do that all the time where I'm like, I'm not gonna leave just because I don't want to leave my parking spot. Or I'll
So I
walk
feel like
places
if
instead of
I
driving.
was them, I would do the same shit. I'd be like, fuck it, I'll just pay delivery and tip. But since I live on a street where there's like always parking, I just have to like walk a few houses away. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Save the money. I'm all about saving money wherever you can. But I hate when I meet a chick and they think I'm cheap because I like to save money. Like, no, I'm just being smart. Like, if I gotta fucking, like, I like this chick that I'm like messing with right now. Like, she likes to go to McDonald's because her family trips less if she takes some food when she gets home. So, on Fridays they give you like a $1 fries or whatever. So I'm always like, oh well, let me check if I have like a $1 off or $2 off or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she's like, stop being a Karen. I'm like, how am I being a Karen? I'm just saving money. What the fuck?
Dude,
And
I
then
use
I'm like,
McDonald's app has some bomb deals.
yeah. And I'm like, using a coupon is not a bad thing. I mean, it's a fucking good thing. It's being smart, you know?
You
This
know,
is...
during baseball season, if the Angels win, you get free fries with your order. I used to like not watch baseball, but I would follow like the Angels season just to see if they're losing or winning games because I'd get free fries every time they won.
Right. Or
It's a
like
free
the
medium
Dodgers
fries
do
too,
shit
that's
like
like
that
$2.
too, I think. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if they still do, but I know they did back then.
There's something with Wingstop where like every time the Lakers win, you get free shit at Wingstop.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all about those fucking app deals. I'm also a kind of frugal person, so I'm trying to save money any way I
Yeah,
can.
exactly, man. You
I don't know,
got
I
to.
got fucking... My rent's expensive. I got
I was telling
expenses.
my friend, I was like, yo, if you work at the, she works at the pier, standing in the hot fucking sun, making $15 an hour, like minimum wage. And I basically like told her, like, look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but like, if you learn how to drive, and if you could do these kind of like app-based gigs, you could average at least 20 bucks an hour on a bad day, like for example, me today. On a good day, yesterday I was making $30 an hour. Yesterday I made 105, and I only worked from six to 9:30. Today I was like, shit, if I start earlier, I could probably make more. But today I started at 4, and I finished at like 9:30 again, and I only made 112, which wasn't that much better because I worked 2 extra hours, and I only made $2 more than yesterday. But it's
That's
just
sort of
luck
the...
sometimes.
Yeah, that's sort of the way that shit works though. Sometimes you make more, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Some days are good, some days are bad. You can't always have good days either, you know?
I got super lucky on Tuesday. They paid me my full day rate, but I only worked 3 hours, so I made like 450 bucks in 3 hours. It's pretty crazy.
Nice. But I do have my brother that my god brother that's finally seems like he's finally ready to buy a house, and I'm gonna be his realtor, so that's gonna be a nice little check as well whenever that
Nice.
happens. It could be,
That percentage.
it takes time though, because he needs to get pre-qualified. The bank will take like a week to get back to him. Then once he's qualified, he's not gonna buy a house until he finds one he likes, which could take a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Say if he finds a house he likes in 2 months, let's say if
How
we
do you
enter
find the people
escrow.
that like let you sell their houses?
Um, well,
Apps.
like Redfin and all that.
Is that just an app?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's apps that I'm against personally because consumers think they know it all just because they have an app on their phone. So I'm kind of against that. Like, my
Meg.
job would be a lot easier if it was old school, because back then they didn't have apps. To know what listings were on the market, you had to go up to a real estate office, and they had like a notebook with active listings. Nowadays, people just go on their phones and they could just hit up
Zillow.
whatever agents. Are we docking here? Are we pulling sales?
I
I'll
think
pull
we're
mid.
sales.
Oh shit, there's a Meg like right behind us.
He'll fuck off pretty soon.
That was fucking glitch.
We do have an emissary, so we might as well come here. That's a blue one. I actually haven't seen that one. Super.
Oh shit, it's pretty interesting actually.
I feel like I see the yellow one and the red one the most.
I see the purple one the most.
To be
But
honest,
yeah,
I almost
so
never tried to fight him though, so I don't fucking pay attention.
there's public apps like Zillow and Redfin that like consumers can use, and I'm gonna be honest, like even myself as a realtor, I use that shit because it's easier to navigate through that than it is to navigate through the MLS. So I pay membership fees with the National Association of Realtors, my local realtor association, all that, to have access. The difference between my database and the public database is my database has information that the public one doesn't, such as if I'm your buyer agent and you're trying to buy a house, then I need to submit your offer to that listing agent. So it has the listing agent's info, their email. It tells me the lockbox code if I want to look at the house, or if I also have the super key. So like when there's a house for sale, there's like a blue box that they put on it, and it's like with my cell phone, I can open up the lockbox to get the key.
That's legit.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I don't have clients, it's a waste of money.
How much does it cost a year?
The super key is like 15 bucks a month. The Realtor Association, when you first start, when you're new to it, it's like a $3,000 investment. But after that, you just pay like 200 or like 200 to 300 bucks every quarter. So like 4 times a year.
That's not horrible if you're making money off of it.
Yeah, if you're active and if you're doing at least 2 fucking sales a year, then it's fucking worth it. But for me, fucking no sales. I'm only 1 year in the game, and fucking pandemic, housing are fucking expensive. People aren't willing to move somewhere where they're gonna be more far away, but they can actually get a house, you know?
Yeah. I only know one person in Los Angeles that owns that house.
Damn.
And he lives
Where
out.
do they
I mean,
own
he's
it?
out in Tarzana, so he's like kind of not even in Los
Oh
Angeles. But
damn. Tarzan, isn't that like the valley?
yeah, it's like north of where I live, even in Van Nuys. But
Yeah.
it's a nice ass house, and he has like a private gate. Like you have to enter a gate code before you can get to his driveway.
Right. So he's also got HOA fees then.
I'm not totally sure. I haven't like asked him about that stuff, but
But yeah, whenever you live like in a gated community
Yeah,
or
you gotta pay
condos,
up.
there's the HOA.
well, the gate is just for
homeowners-
his. The gate is just for his place. It's not for like his neighborhood. Like he
Oh,
has a private
okay,
gate
okay,
around
okay.
just his place. And
Okay,
you like can't
got
get in
it.
at all, which is pretty cool.
Got it. Got it. I thought you meant like a gated community.
No,
where
he's
it's, like,
not.
homes
He's
and
in like
shit.
just a neighborhood, but nobody else has gates around their place in his neighborhood. Like just him. He's got a baller place with a gate so nobody can even see in. Like he can smoke weed in his yard. Nobody gives a shit.
Nice.
He also has like plays. Like he hosts Shakespeare plays in his yard.
Oh yeah.
And he's got like
Damn,
a
he
whole
must
like
be rich
lighting
then.
setup. He's doing pretty well. He was like
Well,
a
what
pretty
do you mean
successful
plays?
actor.
Like he throws plays, or he just? What do you mean he has plays?
Like he has
like
lights
there's-
and like a stage and like a set up in his driveway in his
And
yard.
so he
and like,
pays people to do plays for him.
I don't know if he pays the actors, but like he just puts on everything for free and he produces it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's interesting. If you know of any plays, man, like that are open to the public, let me know. I'm kind of into
I'll let you know.
plays.
He's a super cool dude. He's actually like, if you listen to my band shit, he's a singer on a couple of the songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because
What
I
do
took a theater intro to theater in college, community college. It was like one of the requirements or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. Like they actually forced us to watch plays, and we had to critique it. And it's just cool how like they do the set changes on stage. And
His
it's just
production
crazy.
value is like shockingly good for being in his yard. Like he hires a lighting guy. The lighting guy does like lights and like music cues and stuff. And he sets up
Right.
speakers in his yard. It's not like a legit theater or anything, but like for just being in some guy's yard, it's like pretty dope. And he usually gives out like free food and drinks. Like he gives out free alcohol and he has like appetizers and like they're fun. He's not doing them during the pandemic, but before he is doing them like probably quarterly.
Mm-hmm. Do we
He
have
also,
any more
like-
treasure? I don't really see it.
He's hired me a bunch of times to like I help him
Be
record the
the-
background music
There's
for
a
the plays.
Tome of curses.
Okay,
I got it.
that's cool.
This is that lion sword. It's alright.
Oh, are we keeping the empty chest?
I might as well
Yeah,
keep
right.
one.
Alright. You guys, I gotta use the restroom real quick.
No worries. What are you trying to do next, Al?
I'm probably gonna get off.
You're gonna
Trying to
get off.
back on schedule because I start school next week.
I say you're up to like 6 in the morning the other day, your time. I gotta kind of get back into schedule too, but West Coast time, it's not that late.
All my classes are morning.
I have to wake up at like 10:30 a.m. on Monday is my nearest early morning arrangement, which is not even early morning. Got another COVID test.
Those are fun.
Actually not bad at all. The ones I do, you drive through. They don't even swab you. They put the swab in your windshield and you swab yourself, and then you drop it into a garbage can. It's no contact, and you don't even deal with people. Then they text you the results like 2 days later. But like the new way the film industry works is you can't work on set unless you have a negative test within like 2 or 3 days of working, which I actually greatly prefer. I'm not trying to work on set with people who are not tested. I'll catch you next time, Big Al. If you're if you're on tomorrow, I'll probably be on. You also gotta get Rogue Company, Lance. You got Guitar Freak to get it.
There's so many games, man.
That one's fun though.
Is it better than Valorant?
I would recommend it over Valorant. It's a way less steep learning curve. Valorant is one of the most mechanical, like, if you're not good at first-person shooters, you're just gonna get wrecked in Valorant. It's not easy to play at all. This game is like, it's more like Gears of War, where it's like over-the-shoulder third person, and you can't really one-hit kill people ever, so like, you don't have to worry about people just like nailing headshots, like, and downing you immediately, which in Valorant, like, if you peek around a corner and you don't have the game sense to know that someone's there, like, you're just gonna die every fucking time. So it takes a lot of learning to even be able to like compete or even like enjoy playing it, but Rogue Company is pretty dope so far. You can also revive your teammates, like in this game when someone's down, you have like, you can go over them and pick them back up, so it's not like an instant kill if you die, which is fun. Should we downgrade our boat?
I didn't.
See.
What's his face want to join in?
Oh yeah, we can hit up let's see. He's on Do Not Disturb on Sea of Thieves. Somebody on my friends list is watching the WWE Network. I think Guitar also does that stuff. He has like a YouTube channel where he reviews wrestling matches.
Nice.
I'll send him a message. To be honest, I might need to eat. I still haven't done dinner yet.